Hi, my name's Pharaoh, and if you at all follow No Man's Sky, you can't have failed to notice that everybody's talking about doors. And in this case, the door emoji, which is the emoji that Sean has just tweeted. Now, if you're relatively new to No Man's Sky, for instance, you might have come in during Voyages, then you may not have seen an emoji being posted before and wondering what's all the fuss about. I mean, there shouldn't really be quite as much fuss as there is because it's just an emoji. But Sean will post an emoji on his Twitter feed and also on the No Man's Sky Twitter feed to let us know that there's an update. And he's also started to post it on other platforms now. So it's on Blue Sky. I think it is even on Instagram now. What does this mean? Well, it means that we're going to get some kind of update in No Man's Sky, some kind of main release, a point release of some kind. I doubt it will be a major update, but we do often get some form of update around about this time of year. Actually, if you look back in recent histories, if we look at expeditions, this year we've had three. We've had Titan, Relics, and the Corvette. But just before that, the last one from last year was the Cursed, and you can see the date was very, very close. It started on the 23rd of October 2024, and best guesses would be that this update will come out on Wednesday or Thursday, and that would be the 22nd or the 23rd. So that matches. We would usually be expecting an expedition around about this time. Now, the other thing about the Cursed expedition is that it was a story expedition. There was something going on, and we were kind of unraveling what was happening. And also, it was a portal expedition. We had to go from portal to portal, and the barriers between realms were falling apart, and they were kind of denizens coming in that we had to kind of defeat or try and banish by keeping our perceptions clear. While we're on that topic, No Man's Sky does have a habit of bringing back things that were exclusively in expeditions and then incorporating them into the normal game. And the first example of this, the biggest example of this, was Emergence, where there was a lot more worm stuff added to the game. And we saw the vile spawn, for instance, and we saw the folios, which have just recently been fixed. You can now get all of the lore from the folios. This could be an excuse to do that. This could be some of the actual update they bring to this that isn't part of the expedition. So they could just introduce particular planets if they wanted to be very simple, a bit like they did with Emergence, where we see these special effects happening, or they could have it as some kind of special random encounter. For instance, when we're using portals, doors. When we're using portals, we might come across this strange thing happening where the realms are connecting, maybe once in a while, maybe on a random occurrence. So that kind of thing could happen. We could see Cursed being folded back in, and it could be a good time to do that. It could be an appropriate time given the emoji. Doors, portals, that expedition was all about going through portals and this strange otherworldly doors of perception and reality changing. I mean, other theories are that there is just going to be some other realm that we walk into. Again, that could be part of an expedition. Maybe it will be the Cursed 2. It will be a second story because that's about another realm. Maybe we're going to go further into that other realm. Some other people often talk about the realm of glass being a place. I don't really see it as a place that we could go to. In the lore, the realm of glass is almost like an underworld. It's a place where data goes to die, sort of. It's kind of seen as like a hardware layer, almost like if you imagine the whole of the No Man's Sky universe is on some kind of computer hardware, then that's the kind of underlying strata, the silicon equivalent. I don't really see that as a realm we could go to. I see that more as an underworld myth. And when we've got the Void Mother coming back, I feel like she's come back from the dead. She's been resurrected from the realm of glass. But we could do. I mean, so many people have said it's for so long that No Man's Sky has a habit of incorporating things that players have been talking about. Hello Games do listen to us a lot. What that realm will be like, who knows? We've got no idea. The other theory, it's becoming quite prevalent recently that every emoji is somehow related to Light No Fire. And in this case, the most common theory that equates to Light No Fire is that this is a reference to the Doors single Light My Fire, which seems a little bit unlikely, but you never know. I'm not a big fan of the theories that suggest that No Man's Sky and Light No Fire are related. There's a lot of hype that people are saying, oh, we're going to hear more about Light No Fire. I do think we might see more about Light No Fire soon. I feel like it's kind of due. My feelings is that it won't be released until after the 10th anniversary of No Man's Sky, or at least around that time. So I don't really expect to see anything dramatic a year out, for instance. 1 year to go trailers, I mean, they're similar to this trailer we're seeing here. They often have kind of hints and teasers, but they don't necessarily tell you what the game's going to be about. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few of the expanded things that we're seeing hidden away in the game files for Corvettes. We're seeing a few extra parts that they're maybe been testing that they haven't quite got right or didn't quite get right before the release. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few more bug patches that we haven't been seeing recently. The experimental branch or the beta branch for PC has been very quiet recently. They haven't really been doing a lot. I presume they've been working on this. But apart from that, I'm not expecting a huge update. Maybe a tie back to the Cursed with elements of that. Denizens from other realms attacking us and kind of strange otherworldly experiences is kind of psychological and monster horror. So yeah, it does pretty well tie into this time of year and Halloween. So things we definitely know is that this is the right time of year for a new update. The emoji almost certainly means that that update's coming this week. We know that we're probably due an expedition. That's what I'd expect. An expedition, a few small updates, maybe a tie back to the Cursed. I've been Pharaoh, travel well, and goodbye for now.